Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here, and we are back for episode number 8 of West Virginia Dynasty here in College Football 25. And today we have a very important game on the schedule, as we've got several recruiting visits scheduled, I believe. I'm just going to go ahead and offer these two guys scholarships to get them out of the way there. Trying to look at who all has visits scheduled this week. Okay, so left tackle Tevin Ream, the 5-star recruit out of Concord, Connecticut, 6'7", 328, the 16th ranked prospect in the country. He has a visit scheduled for this week, so we have to make sure that we win. And then I believe it said 3-star gym athlete Trent Hansen, who will most likely be a quarterback for us. He is also got a visit scheduled this week. And with the two of them hopefully boosting each other up, then maybe we can get each one of them locked up this week. Trent Hansen, I feel very confident that a win will allow us to get a commitment from him, and I'm hoping maybe this will be enough to push Tevin Ream over the top. Tennessee and Alabama have both offered on him, as well as Cal, and Cal actually has a visit scheduled with him for week 12. So we're definitely getting in early on the visit, and we've been pursuing him hard and heavy, longer probably than anyone else. I'll be interested to see how Caleb Dykes plays out. If we don't make any more progress with him after this week, then I will move on and pull his points back. Okay, so we are taking on the Kansas State Wildcats in Morgantown, obviously, or else we wouldn't be able to schedule the visits. We are currently on a 3-game winning streak, which makes us 3-0 in the Big 12. And like I said, very important matchup today. Have to get the win to try and get the commitments from Tevin Ream and Trent Hansen. And we get Trent Hansen, then I think we're good at quarterback for next year, because we still have Markiel on the roster that has got the chance to compete to be the starter. Reinbold already committed, and then Hansen would be the other guy competing for the job. Because of course Garrett Green will be graduating after this year, so we won't see any more of him. But we are going to receive the opening kickoff. Farmer will take it at about the 9, maybe. And he'll get to the 18. And I thought I changed the depth chart. And maybe I didn't, it just didn't show up on that screen. Let's see. Evidently not. Good run by Donaldson. He picks up 4. I am going to go in and change the depth chart because I do want Jaheim White to be the starter from now on. Really thought I changed that, but evidently not. Donaldson will be the power back, however. And I'll go ahead and make Shaquem White the third down back. Apologies. So White in the backfield now. He takes the handoff from Green, and he's going to scamper forward for a 3-yard pickup. Third and 3. Calling a little read option. And Garrett Green is going to get tracked down, and we're going to be forced to punt on our opening drive.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground. The Wildcats offense will go to work.
Offensively for the Wildcats, they are led by quarterback Avery Johnson. Pretty dynamic quarterback. He kind of made a name for himself in the Pop-Tarts Bowl last year. Of course, not as much of a name as the Pop-Tarts Bowl mascot made. So it seems like they run a more pro-style offense. I say as they call a reverse. Many teams doing that.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Giddens. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield.
That was a fumble, but it is recovered by the back. 3rd and 7 now. Okay, don't know what that was. 3rd and 6. Oh, they reviewed the fumble, and I think they reversed it, so it gave him an extra yard. That is going to be just out of reach of the wide receiver. Incomplete pass. So we start this game off by just exchanging punts. Never mind, because my idiotic pass rushers are going to run into the quarterback. Or run into the punter. So that's 15 yards and a new set of downs for the Kansas State Wildcats. Josiah Jackson.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. The give to the tailback. And a really nice.
It's a 1st down for DJ Giddens.
Defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field.
See if this is a run or pass.
Right back to the well.
It is a run.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one.
So the defense did their job, but the special teams did not.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Let's see what they
Defense with a good showing again. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Wide open receiver over the middle, and he's going to get down to the 2-yard line. Points almost a given here, unless there's a turnover. Oh, big tackle in the backfield for Fatorma Molba.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Quick screen pass. And the Wildcats are in the end zone for the first touchdown of the day. It's okay. A little added adversity.
And with the extra
Fielded by Farmer in the end zone. He's got some space, but he will be tracked down by a receiver that looks like a freaking giant. Okay. Got to get the offense going. Let's try and get some short stuff working. Justice James, the injured Kansas State player. 5 yards there on the screen pass. Just a yard there. Should have ran it to the other side. We're all of a sudden in a 3rd and 4. But there's Justin Robinson picking up the first down. Much needed first down. And I think if there was ever a time for the slot fade, it's now. Jaden Bray wide open. Not enough room to separate and get in, but he does get the big gain and the first down. And ball down at the 16. And the corner coming off the edge brings down Jaheim White for a 2-yard loss. So the juke is enough to get us a first down. Now got 3 plays, maybe 4 depending on the yardage to get it into the end zone. You pick up 2 there. I wish they had a little indicator that showed you where the ball was on the field. I don't think there is one. Bray is going to get around the edge, and that is a touchdown. Another receiving touchdown for Jaden Bray, our star wide receiver. 6 of 6, 61 yards and a touchdown for Garrett Green. So realizing how those complimentary visits worked, it would have probably made a lot of sense for us if we could have scheduled that 5-star running back we've been working on. If we could have scheduled him for this week. Because they should have all benefited off of each other, quarterback, running back, defensive tackle. One of the wide receivers would have been nice too, but... So it's shaping up to be a much tougher game than last week against Iowa State. But I kind of expected as much. Kansas State's kind of underperforming this year. They were good last year.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of...
We get the stop there. 3rd and 6. Logic would say a pass. And they do pass, and they pick it up.
the first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
After the productive
2nd and 6 from the 48. Kansas State moving pretty well here.
give to the running back. And he could not get loose on the run.
Drag down there.
Good job by the whole defense, but how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Wide open receiver. That's a first down. We may be in another offensive shootout.
The sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Somewhere out there in one of those boxes, our two recruits are
Pick it up on second down.
watching the game, getting chatted up by Geno Smith and Tavon Austin.
Hand off from the
Or
shot.
at least that's how it's playing out in my head.
Forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Snap from the gun on third down.
And that is knocked away. Big hit there.
Over him, knocked the
It's going to bring it to 4th and 4.
coming up. Now on
Field goal here, not necessarily
team.
a given.
He's going to reach for a long one.
Especially if we block it. Reached down and picked up by Spells. He is going to take it all the way for 6. Huge blocked kick. And it's picked up and returned by Jacoby Spells.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true.
And we take a lead on that special teams play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening.
Making up for that blocked, or that running into the kicker call earlier on that punt. Oh, and that one was fumbled. We didn't react in time, though, so
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a gap. It's Gibbons. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
Kansas State kind of just trying to get out of the shadow of their end zone. They've opened it up a little bit.
They run the reverse.
Not at all what I was expecting, but it still didn't work.
Had a chance. They knock him down.
3rd and 11 now.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run!
That's a live ball.
Fumbled!
Defense falls on the ball. Good
Another fumble
By him making the catch, but guys, you got to
by Kansas State.
put it away. The play's not
And it is picked up by
knocking it loose.
Aubrey Burks. And we've got great field position now. That's Trey Lathan,
has it in the offense ready to go to work.
the big standout on our defense so far.
Last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Yeah, you know, you hear he caught it.
Clement is going to get in for the touchdown. Our underutilized wide receiver 1.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in
He's still here. He knows what's at stake.
do it so quick, so explosive.
And we are going to jump out
Together, big drives together.
to a 21-7 lead.
And the extra
Taking advantage of turnovers.
1 to 7.
That's what you got to do. Our team this season has been very good at that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Bring in the heat. Couldn't find a way to create.
Finally able to drag him down.
He stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field.
heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
3-yard pickup by Giddings.
this is a 7-point
Or
game, so
Giddens.
call it no need to panic.
Giddens, I guess.
I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go
That's a
down
very
score,
difficult
all of a
name for
sudden,
me to say
defense
for
gets
some
a
reason.
stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
Probably because I want it, the natural thing to try and say is Giddings, which it's not.
Drilled on that tackle. Kansas stay quick to the line.
They're in the hurry up now.
the tight end there. They knew they had to bring
Trying to keep us off balance.
to bring him down, and they just
Oh, and it may be working. Shoves the defender aside, but we eventually force him out of bounds as he kind of ran out of room. You can only move so far in one direction.
Offense, when you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
Nice tackle there. Raleigh Collins, the third today, already has 5 tackles and a pass deflection.
Push they're getting on that right side. They just push the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps. And man,
I feel like 10-minute quarters with the minimum, with the accelerated play clock at a minimum of 20 seconds is about perfect for stats. Our defenders are actually putting up a reasonable amount of stats. Obviously, our offense doesn't have any problem producing numbers. So we get there for the sack on third down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Fourth down, and the punt team.
And that's going to get kicked out of bounds.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds.
At the 20. Might as well just let it go to the end zone, but whatever. Bray's got a chance on this one if the corner will drop down with Clement. He does not. I tunnel visioned real bad.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half. This was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure.
K-State calls a timeout here, thinking that they're going to get it back.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Bold call here. Maybe. Not bold at all. First down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass, and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it, and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Offense, quick tempo. Looking downfield, it's Green.
Eric Green's going to take off with it. We pick up the first.
They'll throw it on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield. So
In the hurry up again. Hoping maybe I can catch one of these DBs lacking, but that one was thrown a little hard. Not too hard for Jaden Bray, as he's already nearly hit 100 yards today. The safety knew it was coming.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right?
You know, we've run that play, no telling how many times for a touchdown, and safety saw it and knew what my move was going to be. Read to perfection. 3rd and 10 now. None up for shut-up time. Couldn't get the spin off.
So they'll send out the field.
And we shanked the kick.
No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but
Still don't know why my kicker's got a punter ability, but
time running out here in the first half. This offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time.
it is halftime here in Morgantown. 21-7 lead for the Mountaineers.
Two teams thus far there in Morgantown. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football.
Oh, this is defense. Okay.
Both teams have been relentless and
We turn the ball over.
refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes
You turned it over.
into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer
I
Field.
don't remember that.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
Well, I think Kansas State is going to get the ball to start off, and they do.
Kick it away to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seat. And he loses the ball.
Fumble picked up by West Virginia. Let's go.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand.
Hell of a block there in the open field.
I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass.
Give Green a chance to scramble forward.
Have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably
Pick
gonna
up a little
see
bit of
some
extra
plays.
yardage.
You might see a little bit more blitz in the second
Oh,
half.
and White doesn't have enough to get into the end zone.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south.
So,
Get
in
a
a power formation, Donaldson is going to come in
Run on first and goal.
and do absolutely nothing.
Loses 4 on the carry. They lost ground on
Drop back into the shotgun now.
goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps in
Third and goal.
works his way. They finally get him.
Give me something I can work with here.
After talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the
I'm
momentum.
not terribly fond of any of these plays, but
Touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the.
I'm fond of that. Touchdown for Garrett Green as he scrambles forward.
They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this.
28-7.
When they get down close to the end zone.
3-touchdown lead now over Kansas State. And the turnovers are
He's been a factor.
once again starting to make a big dent for us. That is now 21 points
He was hoping
off of turnovers.
more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a
I don't think the game's out of reach for them, especially not doing that. Oh, great tackle there.
what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally
They get in the hurry up and they can keep us off balance. I do think they've got a shot to score here.
wide receiver coming across.
And it's not like my offense has been unbeatable this game.
Pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Offense gets set for second down.
Okay, y'all got to stop calling reverses. They're not working.
Looking for room. It's Giddens. He breaks a tackle.
Another fumble.
Poorly, and it's a fumble.
And
And he was able to get back
the
on.
Kansas State is having a hard time keeping a hold of the ball. They're reviewing that, I'm guessing, for ball placement purposes.
So the officials take a closer look.
I actually think he did fumble that, but
Return the call.
3rd and 6
Can't afford
from the 43-yard line.
here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They're bringing heat. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson.
What a play.
The defense.
And it's getting even better. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Going to the end zone, but way back behind him. There's the flag on the
Oh, no. Illegal man downfield. Sam Hecht, the center.
officials.
And that is going to wipe a touchdown off of the board for Kansas State. Perfect for us, but really bad for
Johnson looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. And he's able to
Kansas State, especially since we come up and make the play. They're out of field goal range, too.
They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down.
And we are going to return the favor. Another roughing the kicker call.
That's great execution by this defense.
Josiah Jackson again.
And the coach will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive.
Much better position now for the Wildcats.
Now first down. They'll throw it on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Cephas.
Oh, he jukes him out.
Huge game before he
Runs out of space again.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job.
First a goal from the 4, single back set, 2 out to the right.
Looking to throw. He makes a grab.
Touchdown, Wildcats. It's the same guy. He scored the first time, and now they go back to him to get him his touchdown.
And man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back.
Kansas State came down and did exactly what they needed to do. They had to have a touchdown that drive, and they got one.
They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. On that
Back out onto the field for our next drive.
idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense.
It's picked off. We were hit as we threw. Not a great place to throw it anyway.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little.
And Kansas State has got an opportunity here to get back into the game as quickly as they got out of it.
Gonna run it. It's Giddens. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's
And the tight end, Swanson, is in for the touchdown.
catch and run for
It is now a 1-score game.
like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you
4:03 left in the third.
no matter what they
A lot of game left to play.
they're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work.
You fielded the kick?
Drive goes
Here.
better than the last one. They were in
Field
and out
this.
quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this
We pick up the first.
maybe before you open it up again.
Not the best game Garrett Green's had this season.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Once again, hit as he threw.
That one well covered, just a short
We did pick up a yard, but still not great.
rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down.
2nd and 9 from the 37.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Absolute destruction of that defensive lineman.
He has enough for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run.
They'll leave a nice running lane for Jaheim White.
The teeth of that defense.
The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Discards a man.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the run in the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
To the air, it's Green. Pocket starts to collapse.
Forgot he was running.
They'll get him down for the
I thought Bray was going to run a wheel route and cut back up the
picking up a few, which
field. That's why I waited so long to throw it.
It's 3rd and long from the 45. And the DB making a huge play,
And
knocking
we
it away
cannot
downfield.
capitalize on the drive.
Line up to punt it away.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
K-State has the ball back in
The State coming back out probably with a little bit more pep in their step,
Jesse looking to take it down.
knowing that they had the opportunity this drive to tie it up.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout.
Oh my God, turn around and catch that.
Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
I mean, it's better than the completion, but
3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Giddens. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
so this should be the final play of the 3rd quarter if they snap it.
Great job by the
I would. It's just it's free time basically.
ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Guys, that's the end of the
Kansas State moving the ball.
has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at
NC State lost.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter.
So 10 minutes left. We are up by 7,
He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Swanson.
and Kansas State will not be stopped.
But not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
And that's a sack for Aubrey Parks. Perfect time for the safety blitz.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with
Aubrey
selling
Burks,
the
not
play
Parks.
itself. Defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll give it to the back. Across the
And it was all for naught. The huge hole opens up for Giddens.
broke away from the defense.
And Kansas State is going to have the opportunity to tie it up on this field goal attempt.
Force that defense for that score.
Or point after
Shows you all
attempt.
things. He's got the speed, he's got the agility.
And they do.
Big-time playmaker. You just give him the
7-play, 80-yard drive
to kill you on different plays.
where our defense basically just looked helpless.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
Hit as we threw again.
Mental mistakes.
And just
Kind of glad.
the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab.
Threw that a little hard. Bray is able to get it in. He breaks 100 yards again.
A first down for this offense.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going up top. He's got it.
He hangs on despite taking a pretty solid hit there.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they
I feel a lot more comfortable making that throw in this game than I ever did in Madden.
the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Managed to get it out on time. I'm glad I picked up that blitzer.
Get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller. different wide receivers. He's really in a good.
Oh, no, the ball popped out.
Put the ball on the ground.
Swarming on that loose ball.
Kansas State does pick it up.
You got to give the defense credit here, David. I mean,
We are most definitely challenging that play. We can't afford not to. I'm pretty sure he's down. That is a useless angle. And we are going to get the football back. I say get the football back. We're going to retain possession.
They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Green. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Bray drops it. So the drop issues that he had last game.
It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
I don't think I put enough power on it. I did. The field goal's good. Yes. We kicked the field goal to take the lead. 31-28. Oh, sure, we deliver that hit and he keeps the ball.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to shed one tackle.
7-yard pickup.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys.
Johnson keeps going backwards for some reason, and we get the sack. Huge, huge sack there.
oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Really would like my deep guys to move forward.
From inside their own 20. With the catch, it's Cephas.
Also for them not to give that up.
And they are
My gosh.
pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle
It's like
finally made.
every time we get a sack, it doesn't matter.
Having to defend this guy. He's one of the fastest
They instantly get a playback. It makes it all up.
Throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead.
Avery Johnson is cooking today.
Getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
We pick up the sack. Lathan not fooled at all by the reverse and the trickery and the play action. Goes ahead and says, you know what, screw it. I'll hit the quarterback, I don't care.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play.
Trey Lathan continuing to be the MVP of this defense.
The play action fake. Pulls it in. It's Jackson.
3rd and 19.
He's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Touchdown!
Wide open receiver.
They take the lead with the 6.
That is a touchdown for the Wildcats.
The biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside, but that's
Stuff like this is the reason why we don't play on Heisman.
attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Can I have like half of my points from last game and put them on this one?
He stopped at the 17.
Please?
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to
Just
go to
half.
work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards, and
Green's got some room to scramble.
they do. It was a nice job moving
We'll take it up to the 33.
get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical.
The clock is a factor here.
They need
Looking to throw, it's Green. He finds his man.
3 yards there.
Can't get him down after he makes the catch.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Pick that up for the first down. Get out of bounds. Clock stopped.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Feeling some heat.
It's tipped.
Defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way.
Everything falling apart for us at the end of the game.
Touchdown, Kansas State. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another
42-31 Kansas State.
good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. They're about to kick it away.
I'd never get those kind of animations against opposing quarterbacks when it comes to the throw out of sack. Get out of the way. Okay, we got to score in a hurry. Oh, this underneath stuff. We're looking for straight deep shots.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here.
They're running stride for stride with my receivers.
Defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't.
I feel like you could have caught that.
Play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He took a hit as he threw it.
You have to go for it. No choice.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it.
Oh my God. Well, that's the game. We seriously fucked up this. We were up 21-7 at one point, and he's just going to carry my defender out of bounds. We can't stop the run. The quarterback has thrown 3 incompletions, and 2 of them were interceptions. Final score of this game is not really going to showcase how close it was, as they're now up by 18. You'd have to somehow manage to get 3 scores in 47 seconds. Beyond some Reggie Miller type bullshit. Okay, good. This is a play that I can actually score on. I doubt it. I swear this is the only team we've played so far that actually covers this, is actually covering us in an intelligent way. They are not playing press at all.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving.
And he's running in the open. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Shitty pass by Garrett Green.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big.
Oh, they're finally pressing for once. We might actually score on this play.
Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field
Nope.
when you're in turnover.
Clement doesn't know how to run routes, apparently.
To the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down.
Let the guy get in front of him.
A third and long
I should have
coming
just
up
gone to
here.
Bray and just force-fed him.
It's Green. He's going up top here late in the
That's
game.
picked off.
Trying to take
They're going to run it back, aren't they?
And
Oh.
he capitalized
Green
on
actually comes up with the tackle.
the great return to improve this field position. Their work here is virtually done. No need to
It's not going to let me use the timeout afterwards. I'm just using it to be spiteful.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The offense set for a first down play. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
49-31,
Like a tennis
an
match.
18-point loss
They just couldn't quite
to the
score.
Kansas State Wildcats.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways.
Avery Johnson absolutely killed us.
To your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more.
We are not a team that forces incompletions, and I don't know how to make this team that way.
Somebody needs to step up in big moments and big.
We can't cover.
Make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We gave up 28 points in the fourth quarter and only got the one field goal. And like that, the high we were riding is over. And I'm going to say it, this is the worst game Garrett Green has played all season. I hope that didn't negatively affect our recruits too much. Maybe they'll commit anyway. That was our chance to get into the top 25. We missed it. Well, Trent Hansen committed, so we have another quarterback on the roster for next season. So we've gone, our championship contender one has gone down. Tevin Ream, Tennessee still has not moved up a ton, but he's definitely not anywhere close to making a decision. Terrence Richard is nearly there. Lane Demas, we probably need to pour more points into. That game was extremely frustrating. So let's move Trent Hansen up to here. Can't schedule a visit because he refuses to narrow his schools down. I didn't want to do that. I want to finish. We need a new defensive coordinator is what we need. He's getting fired at the end of the season. Okay. I'm doing that for one reason and one reason only. That running back we've been working at, Ben Mendez, can't schedule a visit with him because he won't hurry his ass up. Uh, let's just commit and try and get him knocked out. And LSU leading the way in recruiting. 3 5-stars, 12 4-stars, and that's it. All they're doing is getting elite players. Hopefully, if it works out and we get everybody that we're in first on right now, that would mean we would land. Well, we've got our 2 quarterbacks. So we've landed a 4-star and a 3-star quarterback. We would land a 5-star running back who is the number 1 in the country, the number 1 player in the country. We would land 2 4-star wide receivers, a 4-star tight end, 2 4-star offensive tackles. I didn't even realize that Caleb Dykes had moved up that much. That's fantastic. A 5-star and a 4-star offensive tackle. A 4-star and a 5-star defensive tackle. We've already got a 3-star outside linebacker. Be a 4-star middle linebacker. 2-star free safety, and a 5-star or 4-star strong safety. So this guy is really not committal about anything. Now, before I do this, I need to see if anybody's ready for if there's any more visits I can schedule. Proximity to home. I can't have him go the Baylor week, apparently. So we're actually going to change things up here. Actually, this is probably our best one. Schedule him a visit. The Baylor week. So we got 20 hours left. This other guy, are there any of these other guys that I... Okay, can't do the hard sell on him yet. The Vappers left. Let's see if there's somebody that we can throw a scholarship on. Someone that doesn't have one. Here's a 4-star corner that nobody's offered on yet. Well, sir? I will. Okay, well, that was this episode. Very disappointed by the outcome as we take on another ranked foe in Arizona. They moved into the top 24. I don't know how they're there and we're not. We have a win against Oklahoma State and Kansas. The Kansas State loss is a little rough, but anyway, you guys, I'll see you in the next one. This is Friar Chuck saying bye-bye.